Norm reference and criterion reference assessment or evaluation. So norm reference and criterion reference assessment or evaluation is a type of assessment or evaluation, and in this type of assessment is based on the interpretation of the test results. Norm reference assessment. In this type of assessment, a student performance will be compared with the performance of other students. And criterion reference assessment. In criterion reference assessment, the student performance will be compared with a predetermined criteria. Okay, now let's see in detail what is criterion reference evaluation. When the evaluation is concerned with the performance of the individual in terms of what he can do or the behavior he can demonstrate, it is termed as criterion reference evaluation. So criterion reference evaluation is based on like what the students can do or the behavior he can demonstrate. And in criterion reference evaluation, there is a reference to a criterion, but there is no reference to the performance of other individual in the group. Means for this type of evaluation, for the purpose of reference, there will be a specific criteria, but the performance of a student will not be compared to that of the other. Means the performance will not be compared with the performance of the other students. And criterion reference test, this is mainly done to measure the skill and knowledge of a student against a predetermined criteria. And in this type of evaluation, the score is given in percent, and the score of a student will not be affected by the score of other student. Norm reference evaluation. Norm reference evaluation is the traditional class-based assignment of numerals to the attribute being measured. And it is an attempt to interpret the test results in terms of the performance of a certain group. Means the performance of one student will be compared to the performance of another student who took the same test. A norm reference test is used to ascertain an individual's status with respect to the performance of other individual on that test. Means this norm reference test is mainly to give rank to the student. For example, like if 100 students are giving tests for English, for the subject English, and example is like Rita stood first in English test in her class. So here the teacher is giving rank to that student. So this is an example of norm reference test. Next point, measure requirement of norm reference judgment is that individuals being measured and individuals forming the group or norm are alike. Means that all the students scores will be compared with the students who took the same test, that is the English test. But that student who is taking the English test should not be compared with the student who took like other subject tests like mathematics. And in what happened in norm reference test is the score of a student will affect the score of another student. And in norm reference test, they assess a larger number of students.